Hey everyone, my name is Simpsy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn Mod here today on the channel. We're back with episode 3 of our France series. We're back playing on the brand new update 1.9. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Alrighty, so here today we're making plans and preparations to declare war upon Italy and bring it back under our control, like Napoleon of old. Alrighty, so far in this series, we've expanded the French Empire and the Entente Alliance from all the way in the far east of Australia to South America and West Africa. We've got a huge armada that we currently control. We've managed to take over, assimilate and control the Australian, the Spanish, the Venezuelan, even the Moroccan Navy. And now we wield enough power where I feel more than confident to start going after major factions. Also, I'm forgetting Germany as well, which we took out. Our army is incredibly experienced. Our doctrines, we've learnt a lot from. And Australia wants to invest in our great nation. Nice. Our resources are on point as well. We've managed to... Whoa... The United States declares war upon Bulgaria. Why? They did overthrow China for some reason. They managed to puppet them. And the Russians? What? Why is everyone ganging up on Bulgaria? What is happening? A little bit weird. Poor Bulgaria. Okay, well I don't think it's going to deter our issue against Italy. No, alright. So yeah, still continuing with this series. Playing on 1.9. Our production... Our energy expenditure is on point. It's February 2004, and we're about to go to war with Italy. Now, this might be a little bit tricky, as pushing into northern Italy can be quite tough, but we have a huge assortment of divisions now, all incredibly experienced. Should be okay to flood, push over the border, and bring Italy under our control. And then we've got a decision to make. So, I think we are ready to go. So, alright. So I think we just go all the way down to Sicily. Let's declare war upon them. Let's go, 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 go. Oh. Interesting. That's not too bad. So Corsica has fallen. We had no divisions there, we've just been focusing on the north. Once we take the vital and crucial manufacturing and production hubs in the north, we'll take Milan, we'll take northern Italy, the fashion capital of the world. They won't stand a chance, we're going to be covered in drip. Alright, let's move the navy down into the Mediterranean Sea. Oh wow, so the Russians are doing quite well. Pushing into Bulgaria, interesting. We've got 1 million manpower. Whoa, there's been a civil war. Interesting. Kharkiv, Odessa have declared their independence. Crimea is under Ukrainian control, except for the far southern port of Sevastopol. That's what I've always said. I've heard of it, people say Sevastopol, but is that a British thing? I don't know. Anyway, we lost 4k. Focus tree wise, we've done a lot of military. We can focus on industry now. Okay, looks like they've managed to stop that short little civil war. Interesting. Okay, so we've nearly maxed out this. Our naval doctrine hasn't really grown that much though. Airborne, marine, we're doing good. Finally, we can use the 2005 variant of the FAMAS rifle, even though it's 2004. We used some bonuses to get it earlier. We'll accept that nuclear material deal. And nice, we're finally pushing through their front line. Oh no, they're on the back foot now. I think we've got them. Just going to be a little bit careful though. They brought in San Marino as their allies. We have air supremacy over the top. And the united French Empire is doing incredibly well against the Italians. Let's go... Wait, why? Alright, this is non-exclusive, so we need to go down that. San Marino's capitulated. Alright, pushing into Venice now. Couple of small other wars going on. Oh, so they puppeted them. Oh, but they joined CSTO. That's a little bit weird. I only thought that... I thought there was a rule that only former Soviet countries could join CSTO. Was Bulgaria part of the Warsaw Pact? Maybe. I don't know. It was in that Eastern Iron Curtain. I don't know too much about Bulgarian history. I'm sure some nerds in the comments will correct me. I appreciate all the nerds in the comments. I appreciate you. And the lurkers as well. Alright, so... We're not going to be able to take control of Vatican City, but we've managed to take over central Italy, which is massive. Haven't seen much of the navy working. Rome is now under our occupation. 243 fuel reserves. Minus 30, that's a bit. We've got a lot of civilian factories now. Our energy output's getting a little bit iffy. We managed to sink 7 convoys there. Another 2. Our navy's being put to work. Right. Maybe let's go down this then. Change things up. Probably go with infantry automatic rifles. That's a little weird. We don't have an automatic rifle. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe it's realistic and sensible because the FAMAS is burst, isn't it? I know that in CSGO. It is a burst variant. Okay, so we're going to need to get some more fuel in. That's another thing as well. We are exporting a bunch of our resources that we can control. Because we're on globalized export. We can turn that off whenever we want, but it does give us various civilian factory bonuses. But if we ever get super low on fuel, we can simply request more from a bunch of nations. But can't see Italy coming back from this one. Just logistically a little bit tough. Looking at some of our units, they've got a nice splattering of American, German, and French equipment and materiel. We could probably even get some more divisions from Spain there potentially. Okay. We've got another 15 more, so let's head them south. We're in a really good position. So once we've dealt with Italy, I suppose we move against Poland and bring back the famed unit in the French army, the Winged Hussar. Okay, research-wise, yeah, maybe just getting upgraded tank bonuses. Probably not a bad idea. Oh, nice. Finally. Italy has capitulated, so let's partition the country. Okay, so we can't actually allow it to go back to the old Italian city-states. That's a little bit surprising. Settings we could puppet Bavaria, but we can't puppet like Venice or Pisa or Tuscany or southern Italy. Alright, so we're going to core most of northern Italy. We'll both control Sardinia and Corsica. And then I think I might puppet the south. And we'll try and take as much of the Italian navy as well. So all the blue is cored Greater France. And we'll move the government to the south and let them occupy it. Kind of looks like when the Spanish occupied southern Italy. It's one stage, and also when like Napoleon's brother controlled a bit of the south as well. So that looks good. So Italy is now fully under our control. We have heaps of military factories now, which is sweet. And we probably can fill this all out. Our logistics stockpile is ridiculously huge. Let's just settle this up so we don't have to look at it again. Very nice. Alright. let's continue on. Let's move to Poland, I suppose. Alright, we're on the Polish border, ready to go, and bring them into the Entente Alliance. Let's get some bonuses for our Mirage variant fighter. It's been quite some time since we've requested military forces from Spain and the liberated territories of Andalusia. So we will request them to go north and set a rally point with the Grand Armée as we look to push into Poland, which I don't know exactly what I want to do. I guess I just puppet the whole country. It would be a little bit weird giving it all to Germany or like a Greater Prussia or whatever. They were good mercenaries, good allies under the French Empire, serving the Emperor, so I guess we just puppet them. Now, from what I've noticed, in 1.9, there seems to be, we've got well over 100 divisions now, which is kind of crazy. They don't, I don't know if it's the 2000 start date, or is it 1.9, that a lot of countries don't guarantee the independence of others, and I don't know why necessarily that is. Alright, let's move the Air Force to Germany. Let's use those Bundestag bases. Get those flyboys that were down in Italy, move them north. And we'll bring Poland directly under our control. And then, who do we go after next? Do we start the 100 Years' War? Do we go against CSTO? I don't know. Exactly. What else can we spend down here? No, that'll do. Alright, sweet. Let's get this war going. Poland is guaranteeing the independence of the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Okay. Yeah, so it's like the other way around. So if we attacked the Czech Republic or Slovakia, maybe a war would have happened or broken out. A little bit weird. Alright, so going to war into Poland now. Jeez, we're hemorrhaging a bit. It's just because we've got so many people under our control, I think. A lot of countries are embargoing us as well, so there are a few still, but there's a very limited amount that are open and interested to trade resources with us. Alright. Doing a lot better in the north. Air supremacy over the top. Only a matter of time before Poland falls. We haven't even got the navy up here. We could get it on the move. I don't know if it's really going to help though. There might be some limited amount of convoys and expeditions going on. But once Poland has fallen, we're going to be bordering on the, well, border of the Kaliningrad Oblast, Belarus, and Ukraine, I suppose. Only a couple tiles away from Warsaw. The Americans are still more than happy to trade with us. Nice of them. Gdansk is about to fall to French occupation. And they're, for all intensive purposes, not putting too much resistance up. Afraid for them. A lot of this is under German control. Yikes. The Germans are back in Poland. What is this, 1939? They've capitulated now, though. Alrighty. There's no other ethnic groups in here. Would there? Well, maybe Lithuanian. Maybe slight Hungarians. Okay, no. We can just straight up puppet Poland. I think... yeah, I think that's just exactly what we want to do. Bring it into this Franco sphere of influence that we're building. And once again, as always, we'll steal their navy. And, oh, the Brazil's made a faction. But now we actually border with the first time with a major power. And I guess we simply move to the border and prepare. Because you never know. War could break out. They could attack us. The last thing we want is a surprise attack. Poland has capitulated. Still have relatively good relations with the United States. Oh, it's 2005 and Crimea is under their control. It's flipped. Interesting, okay. Yeah, maybe we get a better quality vehicle going. Oh, nice. Finally, we get some better air doctrine stuff. Let's make sure our entire navy's rallied up. We could maybe split the navy up slightly if we wanted to. But it's just much easier to control this huge, massive armada. This flotilla. Alright, let's move our air force over into Poland now. Now that we occupy it, we occupy the airfields. Let's change things up slightly. Alright, well, let's continue eastward. So if the eventual goal is to go against CSTO, we need to be in the best possible position to do so. So I've made plans and preparations. We're going to be going in over here just to open up that land border with them. And there's a different government in charge, unfortunately, so I suppose we're going to head on in from the western side and liberate them. I might even give some of that coastal territory potentially to Poland. We'll see. Like, wasn't Lvov Polish territory at some point? Also, we need to get our energy back on track. I had it perfectly set up, but I think when we took Poland, things changed slightly. I've also moved the Air Force up and the Navy as well. I don't know how useful it's going to be against the Yukis, but we'll see. We also probably could reduce our spending a bit. We'll put our stability down, but that should be okay. We will be able to withstand the loss slightly. We just want to make sure our debt to GDP doesn't get too high. Alright, well, let's declare war upon them and push into the country. So, war has now broken out. We have well over 100 divisions now. Sitting at, I think we've got 130 or so. So we should be able to just fly on in and seize the country. Now, there is a chance they could join CSTO. They could be invited. But maybe because they're unaligned, they're not. If they were emerging, potentially. Okay. So we're moving in now. Philippines, South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire seem to be sending logistics and material to them. Okay. Bulgaria is also in CSTO. I don't think that's going to be an issue for us. Just something to keep an eye on. Because I reckon we would have a really hard time going against CSTO if we were to push through the narrow and foresty tiles of what is Belarus. We've lost 700. We've taken out 27k of them, which is quite nice. Oh, okay, there's not a front line there. So maybe try and push into that. Okay. Nice. They're not going to be holding for much longer. And then we've opened up this land bridge massively. We'll have to watch out for the peninsula in the south. Some of the disputed states as well. They shouldn't be too much of an issue. We could use it as a justification potentially. So we're currently focusing on building nuclear reaction plants in Brussels. That seems to be the best place for us to spend construction points. Oh nice, they've capitulated. What do I want to do exactly? I can satellite and liberate Kharkiv and Odessa, and they can be independent states. I don't think so. I think what we'll do is just give that chunk to Poland, give Lviv back to Poland, call it Lvov or whatever it's called. I think that's what it is in Polish, I can't remember. And then I just think we'll just puppet the rest. Bringing it back under Western control. Yeah, so we'll give that to Poland. I actually think that little chunk there is actually more Hungarian, technically. Alright, let's puppet the rest. Sweet as. And we can now move the Navy into Odessa. Why is there a YouTube button there? Promote on YouTube. Okay. That's a weird pop-up. Nice, and now they're back to Western Outlook. Perfect, perfect. Well, let's make plans and preparations to go against CSTO. Here we go. The moment you've been waiting for. We're going against not just a major faction, but a major nation. We're going up against a faction. So we've united most of Western Europe. We've got a lot of North Africa and South America. We've got well over 100 divisions. Can we push against the Russians? Only time will tell. We're bordering on the Kaliningrad Oblast. I've actually decided to split the Navy up. We've got... It is bucketing down with rain. Can you hear that? We've got naval assets in the Black Sea and the Baltic. Air Force operating over the top. But how will we do in the 2000 start date against a reworked Russia? I'm excited to face them in the brand new Millennium Dawn version 1.9. Let's see how tough they are, I suppose. So, hopefully, we can get a win here, but this is make or break for the series. We're ready to go. We've even got to push in the south. Alright. Let's go to war. I'm assuming they're going to call their allies in. Let's go, 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 go. On multiple fronts. Okay, make sure you cross over to the peninsula. Wait, do you need to be on a separate tile? Why can't you push from there? We'll call everyone in eventually. So Bulgaria is going to be helping them out. Interesting. We'll make sure that everyone gets properly called in. Here we go. So, trying to push in the peninsula. Air forcing, scrambling. We've got a bunch of fuel. We're all set up for this. Okay, we've got our Navy doing convoy raiding. We should be able to crush and destroy the Russian fleet. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, we're pushing a lot better over the border into their core territory. We'll try and get the peninsula under our control. Our fuel and resources are fine. We could request more military units from our allies, potentially. As you can see, Germany had some free divisions there. Okay, we have air supremacy over the top. We're starting to raid their convoys quite effectively. And we're starting to take tiles in advance slowly. Now, they are fighting a defensive war at the end of the day, so they will get some more bonuses. Okay, they're actually getting it. Oh, a lot of their air forces operating a lot far westward for whatever reason. Maybe they need to reallocate that. Alright, we might have an opportunity here to stretch their front lines all the way to Rostov-on-Don. If we can cut them off in the Caucasus, that'd be brilliant. Okay, so at the moment we've lost 30k. They've lost about 26. We're pushing on this border a bit better. My god, it's bucketing. Can you hear that? So loud. It's nice and warm here in Australia. And now the rain's come, it's all thundery. They know war's going on. the weather gods. Oh god. Okay, so... Ooh, interesting. We've had a naval invasion in northern Germany. Been surprised attack there, alright. Maybe we switch to strike force. I want to try and, well, strike their navy if we can. I'd love to engage it instead of knocking out little old convoys. Although, ideally I want to capitulate them and then steal their navy. I do want to use the mass navy we've acquired in this series. Okay, so if we can swing around, take the peninsula from the west end side of the Kerch Bridge, it will allow those 19 units to be freed up. Nice. We can potentially have some maritime subsidies here. That would really help the war effort. Well, specifically the maritime. Okay, fuel's fine. We have 1 million. Population-wise, we've probably got potentially more. Oh my god, we're only a couple tiles away from Moscow. Like Napoleon of old. Okay. Let's continue to go this way. Looking good. Okay, we're taking potentially a large chunk of the Caucasus here. But so far, we seem to be crushing most of their units. And it looks like, oh, the Persians are here. Interesting. The Ayatollah has sent military forces. Same with the Koreans. Unfortunately, we're losing our air supremacy. We might have to rechange that. Oh, hang on. This could be bad. They seem to be getting a lot of help. I wonder who is militarily helping them. Nice. We've got a new available utility unit. Hang on, why didn't that not... Oh, I misclicked. Whoops. Alright. Italy wants a bailout, sure. Okay. Nice. Nearly liberated the peninsula. Okay, so we'll try and get those two little pockets done, and then we'll try and swing this around the front line, but... we're pushing, but we're actually losing here slightly as well. We're so close. Just on the outskirts of Moscovia. I don't know. Improved whatever we can get. Night vision's probably good. Could really help us out on the battlefield. It's kind of hard how to see how this is going. We're really excelling in some areas and, well, not doing so great in others. They're holding us quite well. Ironically digging in. Oh, we've ballooned to 175k and we've only taken out 50 of them. We are winning the naval game though. We have naval supremacy over them. Air Force is a little bit back and forth. Although they haven't had much military experience in this campaign, they're probably actually not well, they're not too badly stockpiled in 2005. Oh, they might have been doing stuff down in the Caucasus, maybe. Okay. We've managed to take a good chunk here. Yeah, they've got a lot of reinforcements coming in. Their CSTO members are arriving. It's actually their air power. Doing really quite well. This is going to be tough. I don't know if we've done enough damage. We're going to have to try and reallocate this quickly now. Just need to reallocate my air force. We're about to crush a bunch of divisions here. The south is fully under our control. We've got another 5 here. So let's just try and chuck them to the front. Try and push towards their capital. That's what we want. We want to try and take that along with St. Petersburg. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they have a better quality air force than me. Because not only am I using my own air force, Poland, Germany, there's a lot of surrounding states that should be running air missions. I think it's because they got so many volunteers. We've pushed past their units, but now we're fighting Iranian volunteers, I think, as well. There's also Koreans here. Let's switch back to convoy raiding. That was doing a lot better. I haven't seen any notable difference doing strike force. Let's go back to convoy raiding. It might change things. Maybe if we can secure the south, we might have an opportunity here. Okay, half of Belarus has nearly fallen. But we're getting pushed here, unfortunately. They're doing a pretty good push. They're trying to get to that Romanian border. A little bit of rubber we're missing out on. Sure, whatever, just go with this. Interesting. Although we've maxed out on the land doctrine, we seem to be not doing the best. The thing is, we could stop, right? Have a little of a break, have a little bit of a breather. But I just think we're spent. This is tough. I actually think we've lost this. I don't know how we come back from this. Their units actually just seem to be better than mine. We're starting to engage their navy now. But even if we stop and try and hold this, do we want to do that? Have a stalemate here, or just try and go for death and glory? Try and throw as many of our boys up there as we can. We've got a bunch that we're trying to garrison from naval invasion, but I kind of just want to push. Yikes. Maybe we weren't strong enough. I don't know how. I don't know how our air force is nowhere near as good as theirs. To be fair, they have been sitting there for 5 years building up a stockpile. They might have a mega stockpile. But I think it's like they're getting a bunch of volunteer units for whatever reason. Yikes. Maybe if we just try and go with close air support. Yeah, I think she's cooked. Oh well. That's Hearts of Iron 4 for you. That's the beauty of the sandbox experience. The beauty of campaigns. You build up, you win some, you lose some. That's just how it is. And Yeah. We're basically griefed now anyway. Unless we can have a concerted push here, there's... Yeah. She's probably GG's. But that's alright. I'll try and rejig my Air Force, but... Not good now. Yikes. Looks like if this continues to go, CSTO are going to probably claim victory after all. Oh my god. Our casualties are ballooning. Oh my god, they've nearly fallen anyway. The capital's been taken. Interesting. Oh, we lost our first naval asset of the war. A missile sub. Let's go with this. Oh, that's a shame. 150 divisions weren't strong enough. Oh, we're starting to sink their fleet. They're being a little bit more audacious. Oh my god. There's a bunch of units here about to just get crushed and destroyed. Oh no. Looks like the Russians are going to win this one. Oh, they've re-pushed into Kaliningrad. I've underestimated how strong they are in this new update. They definitely have been buffed. Because not only has the energy, the unemployment, the production stuff's been reworked. India, Venezuela, what was it, Turkey, Central Asia, and Estonia all have unique focus trees. Oh, that's another thing as well. Oh, I didn't think about that. As Central Asia has had a rework, a lot of these factions in CSTO that are sending divisions are going to be helping out. Right, okay. Yeah, because it was Russia, Italy, the US, Germany had a rework in the end. Oh, Italy's had a civil war. Oh god. Well, we'll just, you know what, we'll just let it play out. That's it. They won. Wow. Yeah, they've got lots of foreign volunteers helping them out. And there's been a civil war in Italy, which is surprising. So that's not going to help. There might have been a chance where we could sit there and hold, but I ain't going to sit here for 10, 15 years holding a stalemate. I'm not spending the next 3 hours trying to see if we can pull out a win. We pushed. Our armies met and clashed. The United Entente. The United Coalition of France, Germany, Spain, Australia, Venezuela wasn't enough against CSTO. Yeah, we could have cheesed and done crazy power drops and stuff, but who wants to do that? I want to see big armies go head to head, toe to toe, and see who wins. Oh my god. They are just running over us. Oh my god. The Russians are going to be outside outside Berlin. The Soviets are coming. Oh god. The UK and the US not doing much in this series. I don't know if I want to do another series on the 2000 start date. A lot of people wanted me to start early because I guess it's Millennium Dawn. It's the Millennium at the end of the day, but I actually personally prefer the 2017 start date. I think it's fine. Oh my god. Although they're taking a bunch of land tiles, our navy is doing massive work. We've lost 631k. They've only just hit 100k. Wow. And they are now just flooding over the plains of Germany and Poland. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. We're still doing pretty good convoy raiding. Doesn't help that Italy are throwing. Yeah. 150 divisions wasn't enough. maybe we needed to go after the UK. Maybe we needed to bring in the US. Maybe we just needed a couple more allies to help. I definitely thought we had enough to push flat on that front line. Especially bringing Ukraine fully under our control. We had a couple good pushes. We got the peninsula. We took a lot of the Caucasus, but they just stormed on back. It was a really good push for their capital. They took Kiev quite well. Aussies lost 22k. Oh no. We're starting to lose ships now. But that's it. I want to see how they I want to see how they partition my nation, to be honest. No one else is really going to get involved. I want to see what they do. After France went around conquering, they have the responsibility for the territory. These guys are fighting to the absolute bitter end. Oh my god, we're actually going to run out of our divisions fully. Oh my god. Oh no. Charles de Gaulle is going to be trialed in the... Well, it wouldn't be the Hague, I guess. At the Kremlin, maybe. Oh god. Oh no, it's not Charles. It's Jacques Chirac. My bad. Wrong Frenchman. Oh, okay. Wow, they've taken Berlin. They're pushing towards Paris now. Look at them go. Yeah, it's not just... It's like a lot of the Axis alliance as well. Look at that. Yeah, that's what it is. They got a bunch of foreign volunteers sent to them. We got Korean. We got Iranian forces going. There's the Eiffel Tower. There's some units that have been recruited. God. Good God. Oh my. Brazil's now here as well? Yikes. They even sent divisions. That's quite bold of them. They're their own faction. Korean forces outside Paris. Hilarious. They actually might hold a little bit potentially. 700k. A lot of stuff's being terminated now. Surely you're about to capitulate. GG's. That's how it is. That was a fun one. It's just us that we need to capitulate, yeah. I wonder what's going to happen. Our Navy's still convoy raiding quite well. Maybe the Americans need to come over here and liberate us. How have we not capitulated? That's pretty much all of France. Oh no, here we go. Peace calculating. Alright, provisional government in Venezuela. The Treaty of Munich. So they annexed a bunch of territory here and they changed emerging outlooks. Oh my god, they liberated Monaco. So a lot of these countries now have provisional governments. Alright, so what's happened to us? Oh wait, I'm still in here. Who are you? So we're emerging. Where are we then? Are we here? Oh, wait. We got caught in Western Germany and a little bit... Alright, a lot of it's joined CSTO. Bit weird. They've taken France, Spain, Western Africa, Poland. Who are you, though? There's like 2 Frances. Italy got puppeted. A couple of others are independent. Alright, so a lot of this has joined CSTO. They are now the biggest faction in the game. Well, and Australia. I don't know who that is. Anyway, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the French series. Oh, well, that's what happens sometimes. You gotta see beauty in tragedy sometimes. We did really well going out expanding and conquering, but going toe-to-toe, even with 150 divisions on the border, we didn't stand a chance on the brand new Millennium Dawn 1.9 update against the Russian rework, I suppose. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Stay tuned for something else coming out tomorrow. Comment for the algorithm, all that good YouTube stuff. But make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpsy, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.